You want your French toast sausage in the car, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have shoes on? You don't even have socks on. What's up? Hey, bud, are you eating your banana?
No.
I hear you, Oaken. What are you doing? You're crazy? Wait, eat your banana because we're getting ready to walk out the door. We're not playing right now.
Hey, come sit down and eat your banana.
Oh, that's news to you. Oh.
Sorry, Dad. Nobody told me that previously. I was unaware of this policy beforehand.
You want me to eat food before I go to school? Bonkers.
Yeah.
Keep responding as if you're a computer. All right, I'm putting stuff in the car. What was it that I was just thinking we needed? All right, buddy, it's about time to go. Alexa. Alexa, turn off living room and kitchen sink.
You have the car keys.
I don't have the car keys, what I'm saying. Car key, add it.
Do you know where I like to keep the car keys?
In your hand?
Well,
Right, let me. Good morning and happy, what is it, Tuesday? Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Jeez, I'm losing my mind. I'm actually set up at our mom's house in her guest room because I've been working in the community center, which has been really nice. But yesterday I needed the double monitor, which my mom has like a office set up here just in case anyone, myself, my siblings, whoever might be visiting needs to work while they're here, which usually we do. And I did that. And you guys, it was glorious. And it was glorious for a number of reasons. Chief among them, do you hear that? It's silent, pure silence. Like there's the sound of the fan and that's it. And I did not realize how much my nervous system needed silence because even being at the community center, if you guys remember from last week's vlog, you'll hear like the pickleball players in the background. There's people in and out, which is fine. And it didn't bother me at all. But I needed silence. And it was glorious, so glorious that I decided to come back again today, which this actually might be my new like little setup, which is fine by me. But anyway, I have a lot of like work to do for my job, but you guys, I am writing. I know if you watched my last vlog, then you'll know that like, it just awakens a part of my soul when I'm writing, and I always get too up in my head, and that's what stops me. It is, I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm not really overwhelming myself with my word goals right now, which has been the game changer. Usually I'm the kind of person, you guys know this, that it's a go hard or not at all kind of tendency around here usually, which is precisely why we've ended up in this repeatable cycle. But I like plugged in my goals in my Scrivener and it like gives you, it breaks down your goal for you. And it's incorrect because it's basing off of what I've already written, which I know a lot of that is gonna have to change. And so that goal is not correct necessarily. But right now it has me writing, I don't know, like 280 words a day or something like that. And I've been exceeding that every single day, which for right now, that's perfect. It's the perfect amount to get me in the habit of writing. So if you are trying to start doing something again, or start doing something in general that you've not done before even, start small. I know we've heard that a million times. I know, but it is a game changer, and it just gets the ball rolling. And I used to do this thing, and sometimes I still will, where I'll like tell myself I have to do something for 5 minutes, or I have to do it for 15 minutes. And usually by the time the timer goes off, I'm so in the groove of it that I don't feel like stopping, because a lot of times it's the getting started that stops us from doing anything in the first place. So just start small. I just, in a million ways, feel so much better. And yeah, it's just nice. So I'm gonna get some work done. I'm gonna pop back in here in a minute because I do wanna talk about the fact that TikTok might be going away. Let's talk about that in a minute. I also would like to touch on a few other things. So I'm gonna work for a minute, and you'll see me in like 2 seconds. Okay, I might have lied just a little bit about being right back. It's obviously way later in the day. We went, had a play date with some friends at Burger King, of all places, which honestly has the best play space in our area. Everybody had a blast, like for real blast. They were there for 2 hours, and when I say they were there for 2 hours, they played hard for 2 hours. So that was well worth it. And now I am painting my nails, which I usually really love doing. I really don't feel like doing it tonight. Like, really don't. But I knew I would feel better if I did it, so we're doing it. And the reason I say I didn't want to do it is it's starting to get dark early, which I love. I do love the early dark. Like, that's not normally something that makes me not happy. But I will also say I like the early dark because the early dark supports my early bedtimes. And I got out of the shower. My son was still literally in the bathtub, and I was like, wow, I really just want to go to bed. But obviously we did not do that. We powered through. Honestly, like the longest part of doing my nails is like all of the prep of doing my nails. The actual painting of my nails is the quickest part. The only thing is though, I am doing a French manicure, which, should I do that when I'm tired? What just happened? Why did my light go off? That was weird. But also, I haven't done a French manicure in a minute. I used to do a French manicure on my fingers literally every week when I was in college. Mostly just because your girl was like obsessively waiting for a proposal. That didn't happen until a year after graduation, so joke's on me. Which honestly, like as an adult now, is the right time. Like, what was I doing literally obsessing over a proposal when I was 21 years old? But anyway, neither here nor there. I mentioned earlier that I wanted to talk about the potential of TikTok going away, and now I'm more confused than ever because I don't even know. I know less now than I did when I mentioned that, which how is that even possible? I don't know. I'm just like utterly confused by pretty much everything and anything that's going on in public at the moment. Like, I would venture a guess that most of us feel this way at this moment, for one reason or another, but I'm just really not super confident in much at the moment. But yeah, the other things that I wanted to talk about was writing, which I mentioned earlier is going really well. I'm having so much fun doing a lot of diamond art lately, Are you into that? Is that something you do? I started doing it, one, just because I wanted to try it, and honestly, those like videos that pop up on my For You page are super satisfying. And I really, really like it. I mostly like it because I try not to listen to or like watch anything while I'm doing, not listen to. I mean like not listening to an audiobook or a podcast. I mostly just let myself listen to music while I'm doing it, which I know like most of you probably do that when you're driving. I usually use that as an opportunity to listen to an audiobook or whatever. We spend a lot of time in the car. Whoops. And if you have a toddler, then you know you don't really have control over your stereo. So I usually just put one headphone in and listen. But I realized I've been doing so much consuming lately that as someone whose job relies on creativity, not having and not giving myself any opportunity to just think thoughts, to let my brain wander. The art of being bored is a real thing, my guys, and I was robbing myself of the opportunity to ever be bored or to like let my mind just do its own thing. And it's made such a difference, so that's been really fun. Let's see, is there anything else? I don't think so. I got one hand done. Can you see that? It's not the best in the world. I'm very out of practice with doing this at the moment, but from far away it'll look fine. And I keep my nails so short that I'm gonna cut them next week anyway and they'll be gone. Like the French tip will be gone. I am diamond painting at the moment, but it's strategic because I have to write a scene and I'm a little, not even really a scene, it's like I have to write like a transitional period, which involves like some snippets of scenes, but it also will involve like a lot of exposition and more like introspection of my main character and kind of running her through the like arc of getting from one place to another to make a big decision, which then ultimately isn't even hers to make. But I am not struggling with it. Struggling is the wrong... Campbell, why are you limping? Hey, Bubba, come here. Struggling with it is not the right word. I want to have a clear head. So listening to music and doing a little bit of diamond painting just so I can let my brain kind of like wander a little bit so I can write that scene tonight. But yeah, if you haven't tried diamond painting, you should do it. It's real satisfying. Please don't knock my camera over. I'd very much appreciate it. Not that you need these recommendations from me, and I don't know that I should necessarily be recommending medication, but if you're somebody that struggles with sleep, don't do melatonin. Don't. And if you are taking melatonin, stop. I used to take melatonin, and I also, previous to that, I was the worst sleeper on the planet. I could go into so much detail about all of that. The thing that fixed it was generic Unisom. I sleep like a baby now. And then if I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or whatever, I'm able to go right back to sleep and fall asleep. I don't wake up groggy no matter what time I've taken it. But melatonin is supposed to be like a rare thing that you take. And the more you take it, the more your body like stops producing what you need. This was all explained to me by my physician and then also reiterated by a pharmacist. And if you are like me and you're like, I am really bad at remembering to take medication. You remember my story from last week about going to the pharmacy to pick up my meds and they're like, it's not time. I used to struggle really badly. I could also put these in a pill organizer. I haven't and I don't. I did while I was pregnant though, because my brain was really not firing on 2 cylinders at that point. But I did once talk to a pharmacist because it was like, there are nights where I don't remember if I've taken it or not, and I don't want to take it again for fear that I've already taken it, but then I worry if I don't take it that I won't really sleep. And he was like, it's like Benadryl. You can't overdose on it. Whatever your body doesn't need, you'll just pee out. I don't know why I'm telling you this. This is not at all relevant to any of the content that I typically create, but honestly, this is what it's like in the inside of my brain. But you're not new here, so you know that it's not even 9 o'clock. We're going to bed because your girl's tired. She's real sleepy. I am also dealing with a little bit of like residual back pain. I don't know where it's coming from. I have stopped doing the kettlebell swings for right now because they were not agitating my back. And the second I noticed any type of back pain, I was like, whoa, nope. I am due to start soon, so it's just very possible that that's what it's related to. But I had that back injury a couple years ago, and I never, ever, ever want to experience pain like that ever again. I've had a lot of things happen to me in my life. I've had a lot of medical emergencies. I had a really traumatic birth. That was by far, leaps and bounds, the worst pain I've ever been in my entire life. Never again. Don't ever want to experience that again. So we baby the back when I need to. And right now, we're babying the back. You can't see them, but I've got friends. The man friend will be joining me shortly. The man friend. That makes me think of Sex in the City. And she's talking about Big, and she doesn't know how to introduce him because she's like, I don't want to call you my boyfriend. You're too old to be my boyfriend. You my man friend? But thanks guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for being here. I'm waking up the dog and he's not happy about it. But yeah, if you resonated with this content at all, or you just feel like we could be friends, this is basically the vibe of what these videos are gonna look like. It's just you and me hanging out every week, just doing random-ish and sharing my journey to finishing this manuscript, my day in the life of like a working parent who's been married for 15 years, but with her partner for 22 years. Yeah, 22 years. Fun fact, we've been together longer than we lived our lives apart, which is insane. But anyway, if you like any of this kind of stuff, if you're into this, I love to have you hang out with me and let me know like where I can find you so I can follow you and get to know you, because I want this to be like a two-way street situation. Yeah, I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Bye.